welcome, Diane. This special episode is for podcast for seniors because Speakers Bank is also, aside from our usual podcast, which is our voices, our reviews, we also have a new show, which is the seniors version. And you are our first guest for the seniors version of the podcast. So just for the benefit of those listening to us, Dianne is one of our speakers in Speakers Bank. So thank you, Dianne, for being available today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, so we'll have a short catch-up today, and we will be having you in the next few episodes as well. So it's a good opportunity for us to always chat and reach out to other seniors who might just be at home or just flipping through their tablets and they come across Speakers Bank, so we will become part of their living rooms, sort of. Okay? So for today, we'd like to talk about dementia. I'd like to talk about dementia because I've been hearing a lot about dementia. I don't have any members of my family that has this condition yet, but it seems like it is a very important medical and mental condition for a lot of seniors. That's why I thought, with your experience working in the community, we will not talk about dementia from a medical perspective, because obviously I'm not a medical doctor, but I'd like us to talk about dementia in a more informal, easy language kind of way to help the other listeners. So from your perspective, what is dementia? Can you help explain that to our listeners?
Well, look, dementia is really, you have to be active, but not only active, but you have also to be healthy before you reach 60. You have to eat properly. You have to communicate with people. And the most important is, don't sit, just walk even along your backyard. Have really a precious animal with you. Talk. If you have nobody to talk to your precious dog. Talk to your precious cat. That is also someone that you are able to talk. So they don't give you answers, but it is.
Yeah.
And then, don't watch TV. Just watch news. But while you're watching, and you can hear TV, news, whatever, do something.
Okay.
Because what I do is sewing.
So keep yourself active.
Yes.
Yeah.
And listen the news, whatever. I don't look at the television.
Just listen. Yeah.
I just listen. And I search words.
Okay.
I can't stay. Or I'm on the phone helping people, offer them really therapy over the phone. And that really gives me not really life, but I feel happy. Talk to people, and that's good for my brains as well.
Okay, so when we talk about dementia, are you talking about after 60, something happens to the brain? Is that what you're telling us?
Yes, we have to be before to be active as well.
Okay,
not
so
suddenly, then no. So I feel, and I'm really very, very comfortable that I'm not going to get dementia because I'm not young anymore, but my age, it's only a number.
Okay, so why do you think knowledge about dementia is important for society?
If you lose your brains, you can't do your things what you want to do. You're going to be what it is today.
You will be
What I
forgetful.
have today.
Yeah.
You forget things. Where did I put that? I forgot where I put that. And you're thinking, oh, where did I put it? And you try really to remember. And of course you can't remember. And then slowly, your brains.
Okay, so it's just about remembering, but
Yes.
everybody gets forgetful.
Look, the brain should be active. And the most important is, first thing in the morning, you have to drink a glass of water. And before you go to bed, a glass of water.
Okay.
Because our brain needs water.
Right.
the brain works 24 hours with no stopping.
Yeah. So
And you can't go even to bed at night with an empty stomach because you can't sleep.
Oh, because it's also required for you to
Yes,
digest
the brain needs to,
Right.
to have something in your
Okay.
stomach, otherwise you can't sleep.
Yeah.
And that's all. It's also for dementia because you have to have also not a many hours sleep. No more than 7 hours. I don't sleep many hours because this is my pattern. Maximum 6 hours, 6.5. But I get up and start doing things like crazy woman. I'm not crazy, but I'm unactive. And since the first day of my 16th birthday, I've been working. I never stopped. My really passion was from a little girl to do my own dresses.
So it's not just a hobby, but a passion of
It
yours.
was a passion,
and
the
the talent for that.
the talent, and that. Then I worked as an assistant pharmacist. I was doing medication with no side effects. Not only that, I was frightened from injection, and I had to learn to put injection. When I reached 18 years old, I was getting like 3 months' wages.
Because of the many things that you're doing.
Yes, as a pharmacist, helping and doing medication there with no side effects, nothing. Learning to put injection, lots and lots of money. And what? Doing dressmaking. And when I came to this country, I thought, well, I can't go back to uni for pharmacists. So I had really my award that it was those days 50 pounds. It was like 5,000 pounds of today.
Okay, that's very good. So what you're telling our viewers right now is for you to avoid getting dementia, you need to find a hobby, a passion.
Eat
You have to
properly.
eat properly. What else? But they
Socialize, yes.
They can keep working.
Yes.
Socialize as much as you can,
Yes.
and feed yourself lots of
Yes,
vegetables
water,
and
everything,
water and everything.
green stuff. I feel it 3 times a week, and the most of them fish the rest of the day.
Okay, so now that we talked about how to look after a person, let's talk about your work with dementia. Okay, do you work with people with dementia? Do you support people with dementia? Can you describe a little bit
Hello.
about that?
I got an elderly lady that I keep her really, she's 87, and I kept her going with, not to avoid dementia, calling her
Yeah,
twice a day.
yeah.
I called her just around lunchtime because I know she's an old woman and probably she takes things easy. She's
Yeah,
not well.
sure. Yeah.
So I called her and she says to me, thank you so much. I said, okay, Gisela, what you doing? What's up to? And she said, I just had now my shower and I'm getting ready to prepare something. And she's lucky she's got really good daughters that they are always behind and with
Yeah,
her.
okay, sure.
Okay. And then night time, I just call her again.
Okay. So from what you're telling me, an older person will benefit from another person supporting her, like what you're doing to your friend, is it Gisela? Or
Gisela, yeah.
By checking up on her,
Yeah.
finding out what she's doing, having
yeah.
somebody to talk to.
But she's not the only one.
Yep. Do you do adapt to other people as well?
Oh yes.
Okay.
And not only that, I know carers that they care about a son with mental issues, that he doesn't go out at all from home. And she got really, really lots of problems.
Okay.
And
Is this an older person who's also suffering from dementia? No.
No. She
Okay.
doesn't suffer. But she's going through a lot about her son. That really, they did really a catastrophe on his, who knows, years ago, what medication, whatever. He doesn't talk to nobody, only with mother. Please, mom, can I have a cup of coffee? Nice words and things. And she asked me a few years ago, come and meet my son. not what I call. Only the way that I touch his hand, I can feel that he's happy when I go to talk to him.
Yeah. So you're kind of like a personal presence. It's
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
a therapy.
Yeah,
for them.
it's a therapy.
It helps them.
And when I talk to people, they say to me, Dianne, you talk with your mouth, but you got something else that you really express your eyes.
So they can see something else.
Yes, it's something else.
Which makes it special.
The way that I talk to them.
Yep. Okay.
And I feel that I'm from a different planet.
I think that's the Dianne magic happening here.
Yes.
That's why you're good to work with people with
Yes,
dementia.
and not only that, dementia. I really talk when I meet some young girls or something that they've been get married lately, and I say to them, don't you dare fight with your husband in front of the kids. Make sure no fights, even if you are pregnant, because the embryo
Can feel the anger and all those tumultuous things. Okay, Dianne, but that's for another episode when we talk about relationships.
anything, I'm an expert.
Yeah. So for the last question for the dementia topic today, how can what's your advice to families to support their loved ones that are suffering from dementia?
Well, to be very, very kind with them, and if they ask them the same question many times, they don't have to say to them, oh, you told me already. Just listen to them. Just listen and be kind to them. It's something that happened, or probably it's genetic, because I feel that it's also everybody, and thank God, genetic. I'm a very healthy woman, and I'm glad that my mother really passed away in 97. My grandfather passed 110.
Wow.
So I got lots and lots of years.
Yeah, it runs in your blood. So I'm happy that we've talked about dementia, because some families may be struggling to realize or discover.
Well, they have to be very, very careful. Be kind to those people, and just get them out and make them really be happy among other people.
Yeah.
And they don't have to say, oh, my mother got dementia, whatever. They don't have to mention that dementia.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
Because they're getting worse, those people. If they, and far, far, far from nursing homes.
Okay, so that's the other thing. Maybe family support is better than putting them in nursing homes. As much as
No,
possible.
no. I did really volunteer work,
Okay.
curiosity to see how they live.
Yeah.
And I was doing cooking, even
Yeah.
my pocket. I was just curiosity to see how. And it's a terrible, terrible thing. I mean, what they are doing today.
Yeah. So as much as possible, if we can keep them at their home,
At home,
then
and
people can
send
support
some
them.
people
Yeah.
to talk to them,
Yeah.
get them for hour and outside, and really for a cup of coffee,
sure.
or keep them company.
Yeah.
But not to mention at all that word dementia.
Okay, so that's a good tip from Dianne. So I think we've made people aware of what dementia is. We'll talk about mental health and the brain in the next episode. So thank you once again. Can you say thank you, Dianne, to our listeners, and invite them for our future podcast?
Yes.
So Speakers Bank is at www.speakersbank.org.au. See you next time with Dianne. Bye for now.
Bye.